Let's talk about another great seinen manga with similar vibes to Death Note. You'll see very strong similarities in Death Note. It's called Asura's Verdict. I'll give you a quick little rundown of chapter 1 and then we'll get into what I think about it. So, from a young age, Asura's mother taught him that if people do bad things, they'll be punished by the heavens, so you should do good deeds. He lives by this motto. He has a little charm on his tag that says one good deed a day, and he lives by the motto of just do good deeds, don't do bad things, because you will be punished. He thinks it's like an immediate thing that's gonna happen. So these 3 bullies were torturing a kid, and Asura tried to break it up and tell him, hey guys, don't do bad deeds. You'll be punished. You should do good deeds. And the bullies didn't really like that. They beat the hell out of him. They meet frog legs. And then from there, the bullies just kept torturing him and fucking with him and beating his ass. And he just kind of loathed going to school because of it. Now, Asura lives with his grandmother. Grandmother's got like onset dementia. And one night she says, hey, Asura's dinner's ready. When he comes to the table, it's a dishwashing brush on the plate with some sauce on it. And she's like, oh, hamburger steaks. And he's like, this is a dish brush. I can't eat this. She's like, oh, are you saying you don't like my food? So he's like, all right, I'll just go to the convenience, go to the corner store, get some food. So on his way to the store, he passes by a strange alley that he hasn't noticed or seen before. And there's an old man there in front of a stall or a booth, like a store almost. And he says, oh, wow, you could see me? It's been a while since I've had any customers. He's like, you must have some people that you want to send to hell. And Ashura's like, what? He's like, here, I'll offer you a key. This key can send people to hell. All you have to do is stick it in someone's forehead and turn it. And Ashura's like, what are you talking about? Send people to hell? That's crazy. That's a bad thing to do. That's a bad deed. And he's like, hey, however you see it. And he's like, no, I don't want it. Ashura thinks he's like trying to scam him. Like he's trying to hustle or sell him. He's like, I don't have any money to give you. I'm sorry, I don't want it. And he thinks he's just a bullshitter. So he's like, we'll see about that, right? The next day, Ashura goes to school, comes back from school. He's looking for his dog Padre. His dog Padre is like his only friend. That's who he talks to every day after school, you know, vents to him about his bullies and all type of shit. And he's looking for Padre. He can't find him. He's not in the doghouse. And he's like, where's Padre? Far behind his house, he sees the 3 bullies. And the big retarded monster bully has killed Padre. He beat him to death, standing over the dead dog. And Ashura's like, yo, what the hell? Why did you do that? Like, Padre didn't do anything to you. What was the reason? He starts crying, like he starts losing it. And he's like, he's looking up to the sky and he's like, oh, I know the heaven's about to punish you. I know you guys are about to get it. And nothing happens. And he's like, what's going on? And then the bully punches the shit out of him, throws him on the ground. And then he brings Ashura right in front of the dog, in front of Padre's dead body and says, eat it. And as Ashura is losing it, crying hysterically, he looks to the side and he sees that same key on the floor. So without hesitation, he snatches it up, sticks it in the bully's head and turns it. And what do you know? The gates of hell open up behind him. And a big ass demon arm comes out, grabs a bully, gotcha, bitch, takes him into hell. And then it shows the demon cutting up the bully's body into pieces, dismembering him, and then putting them all back together and doing it over and over and over again. And he said, you got 100-something trillion years left of enduring this, so get ready. And that alone was just boom. That's chapter 1. Crazy ass start to the manga, right? There's 4 chapters out so far. It definitely has darker tones and elements than Death Note. I know Death Note has to do with killing people and it's just writing a name and they have a heart attack and die. But this is, number 1, much darker. Instead of them just having a heart attack and dying, they're getting dragged into hell by demons and being killed over and over and reincarnated and continuously going through this cycle for hundreds of millions of years, as they say. The old man, the way he kind of comes off, it's almost like maybe he's Satan or something. I don't know, like low-key in disguise. But he like controls everything. He's down there in hell watching the people getting fucked up. I don't know, old man's kind of crazy, but he's kind of like badass at the same time. What I like more about Asura as opposed to Light is he doesn't have that superiority complex that Light has. Light was just, you know, like a fucking genius that is like, you know what, I'm gonna eliminate crime by taking out this and that and these people, and like he was doing too much. He just really thought he was like God. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Whereas Asura is basically like the judge and the jury. He tries to warn people, let them know, hey look bro, don't do bad things, do good things. And he doesn't just necessarily go around, hey, this person spit on the ground, I'm about to, no, he gives all the people that, you know, gets the key, he gives all of their ass plenty of opportunities, lets them know first, hey look, I'm gonna let you know what the motto is, all right? You better do good deeds because bad people are punished. They think my man is joking because he's just a little frail looking kid, but he's dead ass serious. There's not a joke in his body. What I like about it is like the righteous redemption. Like, he's basically not just taking the law into his own hands, but taking like what's right and moral into his own hands. So far, we've seen him give people ample opportunity to change their ways. He's sending people to hell that in the manga deserve to go to hell. The people are doing cruel and fucked up shit. Yo, this kid was evil. The next thing he was gonna do was gonna kill a person. I don't know if maybe in time, you know, he'll get a little corrupted maybe by somebody else, or if maybe somebody else gets a hold of the key and shit gets a little out of hand. But I mean, the old man that gave it to him, I don't really think he cares one way or the other. He's like, hey, send bad people to hell. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Use the key when you want to use it, right? So far, I like to start. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't really get the feeling or the vibe that it's gonna go down the path where he's just gonna become like evil and just start killing people for nothing. But you know, we'll see. There's only 4 chapters out so far. The dark, seinen tone and elements, like it goes there, like it pushes it. He doesn't just get beat up. Like, trying to make somebody eat their own dead dog that they just find you killing is crazy. A lot of dark elements. But like, at the end of the day, judge and the jury, hey, you gotta get the verdict. Asura is the one that's gonna come through with the verdict. So as far as seinen manga right now, like brand new seinen manga, I'm reading many between Shonen Jump and Manga Plus. Out of them all, this is probably one of my top picks, aspiring to be a great story. We don't know where it goes, what turns it takes. I think the mangaka's got good grasp and hold on the elements of story. Even the art style, like, it's a little bit different, but I like it. It works, you know. Every story, every art style, every book you pick up, like, you don't want everything to be exactly the same. As far as new manga, I'd give Asura's Verdict a 10 out of 10 too. It's like I'd give all the good manga. We got to see where it goes, but initially up to 4 chapters, I'd say it's looking real promising. You don't just have to be a Death Note fan, a seinen fan, a thriller fan, a suspense fan. Great story, great read, great start. I'll continue with this as it keeps coming out. Check back for more on that. Check back for some more other mangas, but that's all I have for today, guys. On that one, yeah.